morning / good afternoon, MML. It's Ben Booth. I'm back here with, well, a very big game in the MML as we're getting close to the playoffs again. God, it seems like this season's gone really, really quick. It's round 5. And we're going to see the Silversuns versus Blood of Amber today. These two really got a rivalry going. Some will say it's a grudge match. Some will say just a bit of banter. Obviously, the Silversuns very impressive. I think it was last season. I've got to try to remember. I've not been up long. Last season they got to the final and did really, really well. And they're trying to get themselves back there again. Blood of Amber, obviously, you know what Alma's like. He always guarantees victories. It's no different. He has guaranteed his fans that the Silversuns will get whooped today. Easier said than done because Azrek is a very, very good coach. So it should be a great game. I think Silversuns have got players missing. We'll have a look at the teams in a moment. I mean, the game will start in a few minutes. So the champ Gadley Pro Hawks, they're top. 3 wins, a draw, no losses. Impressive. NTB's having a good start to the season as well. 3 wins, 1 draw, and 1 loss. They've already played already. Silversuns looking good. They're in a good position. If they win today, that would really strengthen their chances of a playoff. Blood of Amber, well, up and down, 1-2, lost 2. They desperately need to win today. If they lost today, that probably would be it for them. Olympus Risings, the draw specialists of the division, still undefeated, and they've got 6 points. And who do they play? They play the Pro Hawks. That'd be an absolute great game, that one. Obviously, Powell, the Bengal Pharaohs at the bottom there. Good old Gio, one of the most lovable characters in the MML. His team's been going through a bit of a meat grinder at the moment. Although you would thought this sort of pull would help. Bear with me while I just open myself a can. So this one's a really, really big one, isn't it? If we have a look at the teams, then let's have a look at Blood of Amber first. They're looking quite healthy. 1870, Jesus. Let's have a look at the team. I'll say that. Well, let's have a look at the team first. If it ever wants to, here we go. So what's he got? He's now got 7. He's got 9 players. Crikey, he's going up in the world. So obviously he's got the Witch Elf I like with the leap and wrestle. So she's very good. 3+ leap in. More times than not she'll get 2 die, and she's got frenzy, so that's good. Noisy is a solid one as well. He's got strip ball. Strip ball. I don't know if I like strip ball, but I like everything else about it. Random's a good one. Blodge, guard, sidestep, mighty blow. Got all of that. There's his enforcer. Sometimes it does get a bit too excited with this piece, and to be honest, because it's against it is today and it's chaos, I expect this guy to be piled on a lot. You just got to be careful not to overdo it, because we saw him, I think it was first game of the season, it cost him any chance of getting anything from that game. I'm not even going to pronounce that guy. But it's always nice to have a strength 4 blodge, sure hands ball carrier, so that's really, really good. A kick, a wrestle, and a block. Yeah, they're alright, not bad. Elf Turf, I don't think we're at his ground, are we? And a solid enough record, 27 wins today and losses, so they'll be happy with that. I also beat Rodanshed knows him, give them their first defeat last week, so he's in form. Said to me he feels like he's getting back into where he should be. Very confident about this game, and we'll see how it goes. It won't be easy. He is against where is he? Yeah, I was just on it. The Silversuns. Now, there's always a lot of rumours about coaches or their play styles. A couple of things, all like rumours in races. So, for instance, you know, how can I put it? They say, oh well, if you're alpha, all you need to do is a 2+, blah blah blah. You know, and I know people think, well, you know, people who play Chaos or Nurgle and all that, they're only good if they've got loads of kill stuff. They can't play any other way. And he's got one of his best players out today. Probably the best one because he's got tackle as well. So, you know, people might be thinking, oh well, his killer's out. Can Azek still win without these killers? And to be honest, it makes it tougher. But I've seen this guy play, you know, without all this killing. I think he'll do all right. He's still got that guy. I mean, the lack of tackle's a worry. That is a big piece to be missing out. Of all the pieces in this team, that is the piece you would not want to miss. You shaky, alright, buddy. So what's that? 3, 6, 8, 10. So he's going to add 60. I'll be honest. Usually when I see these games, I'm always worried about Alma's lack of bench. And that puts me off using back in Alma. It's not because I'm Alma very good friends. But today I'm going to bench Alma. I really think Alma will win this. I really do. I think Alma's team's better. Unless the Suns get crazy dice. And that's no disrespect to Azek. I just think the way the two teams are built, Alma's team's built better. Hello, everybody. No, it was supposed to be Beers, not Bears or Beers. But apparently he had to be up at 7 a.m. to join me. So I'll be honest, I was like, right, if you're up, great. If you're not, no. But yeah, so I'm by myself again. There's going to be a time when my voice is just going to go. It's just going to go. It's just going to go. I'm going to be like, well, you know. But anyway, let's go and see. I will obviously go back. I'm hoping that they're ready to go now. Interesting game. I just hope. I know there's been a lot of banter and a lot of like a little bit of needle between these. So I just hope after the game they can like kiss and make up or respect each other, give themselves a shake of hands or whatever, you know. Because at the end of the day, it's just a game, guys. Just a game. People sometimes forget about that. Yeah, if you want to. Yeah, excellent. Just give me a sec then. I'll get you in. So I can find you before I start. I should have actually gone to Cabal first, shouldn't I? Let's have a look. Where are you? Oh, you're not even showing online. Let's see if I can find you, and then I'll go to the game. Oh, where are you? Come on. Oh, do you know when it's just been one of those days and nothing is going right? There we go. Boom. Right, let's get this show on the road. Sure, they must have started by now. Let's have a look. There we go. As always, I will rewound back so we don't miss nothing. Hopefully I won't. Should be a good game. Should be a good game. I really fancy Alma, and like, you know. Bezos said I'm running late. He's genuine. Where are they? Oh. A lot of action today, I think. Oh, wait up. Let's see what we got. Alma won the toss and chose to receive. Azek's won Fan Factor, and he got the Wizard. Not the Wizard. Got Max apparently. He spent 20k to get Max. NTB, did you get the? Oh, hang on. Now look. Let me go back. I don't think we missed out there. I have sent you the invite, NTB. Let me know if you got it, because sometimes my bloody. Yeah, well, that'd be great, because then I'll have 4 of us in the booth. It's gone from not getting anyone to join me to 4 of you. That would be mental. Maybe we could have our own Mexican wave. Oh, yeah. These two guys, yeah, you know, they seem to have a bit of an issue. And I always think, you know, we play to one another, but if you're going to have a bit of a niggle, put it on the pitch. Have a good fun scrap on the pitch. Well, I'm supposed to be getting NTB. I don't know if he actually got the message or not. He might be just waiting a bit. Beers is trying to crawl out of his bed. So I don't know, Bears. I don't know what's going on. I ain't been up much myself. I was up playing, is it Hearthstone till 4 in the morning, trying to figure out how to play that game. Hey, now that NTB's in just in time. Good morning, mate. How are you doing?
Yeah, not too bad. How are you?
Tired. I've been learning to play a new game called Hearthstone till 4 in the morning, so yeah.
Right. Good use of time.
Yeah, well, you know, as it is. Just started, you know, and Bears saying, go on, trash him, destroy his tail. Oh, God, I've never known a game to have so much needle between two coaches.
This is a proper grudge match.
It is, and it seems like a lot of people wanted to see this, and like Alma was saying, please, I beg you, stream this game. I was like, all right, I'll get up, don't worry.
Well, I think it's a double thing because it's a massive grudge match, but also both the games today in our play pool, which you know widely acknowledged as a extremely difficult play pool, are crucial.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean that's what I was.
It's huge.
That's it, isn't it? It's like, for instance, if Alma was to lose this game, I mean maybe even obviously Azek, the chance of making the playoffs is like very slim, because I do believe it's still the top two what go through, isn't it? So.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a big game. It's a good match. It's bragging rights. It's everything you want, and it's a great start to start the morning. So you know, it's cool. Well, afternoon now.
We're top and tail today. We've got this morning, and when we've got an elf off between Good and Thunder later on.
That'll be a very good game. Very good game. And obviously you're doing all right as well, aren't you? Typical when I tip you for the Goblin Gambling, you have your worst season for ages. Then now I don't do it, and you're doing well.
Well, I tell you what, as well, you and Stolzy slated me in the pre-season show. Stolzy basically was tipping me for relegation.
That's what you want.
A better pundit. You need a better quality of pundit, mate.
No, that's what you want. Everyone will tell you, if I do that, you're going to have a good season. If I turn around and say, like I did when I tipped you to win it again, to go back to back, you had a mare. If I say you haven't got a chance, that should be music to your ears. People like Jesty pay me good money to make sure I don't tip him. You know, so if I tell everyone and say you've got no chance, you do great. I remember saying, me and Jesse said that about Royk first time he was in the pros, and said, oh, he'll get relegated, and he made the playoffs. So every season after that, I tipped him to make the playoffs and never did. So you know, you should be thanking me. If you know, get worried.
I'm just messing with you, see, because you tipped me last season and didn't win a game, and I was just holding them all off for this season.
It's all right. I'll tip you to win Blitz. That'll sink you.
Yeah, I think that might be a tough ask now. Well, I've got Azek after this game as well, which is going to be a huge game for my little race.
Oh, that's right. If you injures a few players, then.
Yeah, but I kind of it's a toss up because I need a couple of injuries to be quite good, but I also need the inducements because that's kind of what I'm living off at the moment.
Yeah, so you want injuries to the right players.
Yeah, to get a couple of the tackle, or I mean, unfortunately, the Polyron guy will be back.
Yeah,
but yeah, I heard you sort of as you're booting up, and yeah, a lot of niggle in this game, which probably in the spirit of the MML is not best to dwell on. But I'm like you, I kind of fancy. With the spice as well and Alma's team, I kind of fancy him for this, and I don't mean that as disrespect to Azak at all.
No,
but I think he's got a good team and he's tamping, so.
Yeah, I mean, I don't mind a bit of needle, long as it's like more good banter sort of thing, not like getting rude. And I mean, that's the less we'll say about that anyway. But this game, I just think Alma's team's better built for this match. I think both coaches are very good. You know, it'll be a close one, but interestingly, spent some money to get the chainsaw. That's a bit of a brave move.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, he must feel that he needs a win at this. I was looking at the table, and basically, I think still it was something like 10, 10, 7, 6, 6, 6, 4, or something in our table. So most people can still qualify. I think 6 out of 8 teams can still mathematically qualify.
Yeah.
And Azek's at the moment in third. Alma's just behind. This would bring them. I think Alma would bring him 1 point behind. Again, it depends what happens in the game later. If that's a draw, then basically 6 teams can still qualify going into the last 2 weeks. So maybe Azek's looked at this and he realises that he can't afford to lose it because people behind him will be catching right up.
And that's what you want, though. You want to be going into, you know, it's great for the league when you have a play pool what is as good as yours is, and everyone's still scrapping, or majority of is still scrapping to get to the playoffs. It just makes it a lot better, doesn't it? Better viewing, more online, you know, sort of thing. And as I expected, Fingerlin, or whatever you want to call him, the blitzer, he's going to be using him every single time, and he'll probably be piling on every time as well. So. Yeah, there we go. Yeah.
I do love the animation for the Dark Elf.
It is, isn't it? Very Matrix style.
It is, yeah.
Very. It'd be to see if Azek will be tempted to foul the obviously the.
Well,
the
he's got the
pylon.
chainsaw. Maybe
He has.
that was the tactic. Maybe getting the chainsaw was an attempt to put Alma off too many pylons.
Yeah, there's very few things I don't like in Blood Bowl. Swell and Heat being the worst. I don't like chainsaws at all. If I'm taking a chainsaw, I feel like I'm in serious trouble. I think it's because I have a habit of rolling ones as well. What doesn't help with the chainsaw, obviously.
Yeah.
But against elves, it's like, is he taking the chainsaw to say, look, go and score quickly so I can like try and grind you 2-1 if you want the chainsaw off?
Maybe. I mean, I think taking the chainsaw would be risky for me because obviously he'd be sent off first foul. So.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Have you been getting any better with your fouling?
I've been trying to take a leaf out of the out of my mentor's fouling book and trying to only foul the better pieces, but
yeah,
that hasn't been working either. I mean, I had against Alma and against the other day in Blitz against the Yeti, just stamping on him every turn, and it was only ever stuns. So it doesn't seem to be working either. It just seems like I'm destined not to play Bash and not to foul.
Yeah.
I think that's what Nuffle's trying to tell me. Luring me back to elves.
Apparently Beers has gone to get a coffee and then he might go back to bed. Well, that's an interesting concoction. Get a coffee, drink that and go back to bed.
Yeah.
That's something I would probably do. So, it's like, it's a bit crazy. Yeah, it'd be interesting to see what he does here. I mean, I thought with him getting a chainsaw, he's more of a intent, like he's going to try and like take a few players out. There's a saying. This one's about, is it 130 something like that? Because it's max is strength 4.
Yeah,
I'm sure it's 130. Yeah, he paid 20k of his own cash to get it. That's smart going for the kicker. Kickers are always paying the backside. Get rid of that if you can.
Berzo, I don't think I've got enough players on Tuesday to foul, mate.
Oh, that didn't work well.
He's got a pile on here, surely.
You got a pile on.
Ball's miles away. He's got to do it.
Come on, do it.
Yeah.
Why did you pile on? What a waste. You should have at least brought Karma before piling on. I don't know. Oh dear.
Have we had any injuries so far?
No. Yeah, it's all been his talk and all that. Nothing's happened.
Yeah.
Nothing's happened. Nothing at all.
Oh, they will come. They will come. Also, Azek's got a wizard as well. I missed that.
Yeah, he does.
So we got a wizard and the chainsaw guy, or is two.
Yeah. He got 20. He paid. I think he paid, Alma said he paid 20k to get the chainsaw dude.
Right.
So, of his own. So
he doesn't appear to have moved him yet, has he?
No, he's basically just stood there all game so far. He's just like, just don't want to move. Don't think I need to. Interesting, really, but
I think
here we go. Here we go.
Oh, yeah, just as we say it, of course.
Interesting. And then he rolls a 1. Well, that could be a really good amount of money he's just spent there down the Swanee. Oh, and he rolled a 1 for the loner as well. That's impressive. And this is the reason I don't take chainsaws, because that's 130k, 20k of his own money already gone, and now he's down on numbers.
Really. I did think I was looking at the tentacles warrior there and thinking, he blocked him and he didn't even follow up, just letting that alpha run away.
Yeah, I thought he was going to leave him there to protect the chainsaw, make him have to least dodge, and then after that he then decided to,
Yeah.
I like I said, the chainsaws are a very bizarre sort of inducement to get, but especially when you've got no bench. I don't know, I took 2 babes than anything else, or an app or something. I mean, like I said, I've never been a fan of chainsaws, and that's exactly why, because, that's just a waste of cash right there.
Maybe he was thinking to turn ahead, though, and he deliberately wanted that elf to run away from him so that he didn't have to dodge from him himself.
I don't know.
So he could reposition the tentacles over on a couple of the elves.
See, I'd have just got that loner back up and tagged the tentacle piece and say, right, you can stay over there, and just stay over there and just beat up
from Alma's point of view,
yeah. But he hadn't done that. What's interesting? Like, what?
I mean, spent 5 tenths and stand firm. If he moves him across now, tags up a couple of the elves.
Yep.
It's going to be tricky for them.
Yeah, that's why I was surprised he tagged the Beastman. Beza said he doesn't think the Soul should have to roll if he's going to foul, just to block.
I think that's probably fair, to be honest. I think there's a lot of little tiny rules like that. I mean, like a bear should have claws, for example.
Yeah. I think lizards should have claws as well. Have you seen the bloody, but then you look at Bretonnian Knights, they're only AV8 and they're in full plate armor.
That's true.
Like that one.
Yeah. Yeah, no, fair. Well, rats, all Skaven should have tails.
Yeah.
They're freaking rats.
Absolutely.
It'd be interesting, actually, if you did bring more of that stuff in, though. Just because I know it would differentiate the teams more, and that might be a good thing. So maybe all rats do have tails. Maybe all lizards with claw would be a bit OP. But maybe things like bears having claws. Maybe a croc has claws because it's a mini dinosaur or something.
Yeah.
Or maybe you call it talons or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I like that.
But it's I mean, weeping daggers is too much. But like legitimate things, yeah, I would be happy for a guy wearing full plate armor to have like armor 9 at least.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I can't think of that one. Yeah, it's going to be interesting. I mean, there was rumours there's going to bring out another new rule set, wasn't they? So it'd be interesting what happens there.
Trees should have roots, which just basically works like almost like a -1 to dodge it out or something. Not quite as bad as tentacles, but they should have roots because of all the roots at the bottom. It's harder to dodge away from them. Because it seems to be anyway. That just seems to be built in the game anyway. Just no one acknowledges it.
Yeah, Bezos quite likes the idea of Saurus claws. Crikey, I'd play lizards if they had claws. Jesus,
everybody would play lizards.
So OP though. That's the only problem with that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean that strength out piece is way out of action at the moment. So he hasn't tagged him, but he is gonna take him a 10 to get into the action. But I still think I would have put a loner on that guy and say, "Look, I'm gonna keep you all of it," because that'd be like 2 10s to be over there unless he blitzed with him, what he probably wasn't gonna do. But obviously there's the wizard as well. Go on, sorry.
I'm trying to sort of look at Alma's tactics here and thinking about what his sort of plan is, because he obviously is nice and compact over there. He's obviously thinking about the wizard, so he's keeping, several sort of layers of screens, stopping the fireball, keeping the room around the guy as well. So he's got lots of like good tactics going on here, but he's also getting quite close to the line. And it's only turn 3.
Yeah.
And I thought he might be tempted to hang back a bit more first.
Yeah.
And try and do a bit of bashing. Not really sure whether he's going to score quicker or if he's just going to try and stall down in the corner.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at Gerdley, for instance, I mean, especially his pro elves, his basic tactic is, I'm gonna just give you smoke and mirrors. I'm gonna dance around, try and hit whatever. I'm gonna stay right at the back, and then I'm gonna make my play on turn 8. Unless you got a wizard, it might take a play in turn 7. Now, sometimes once it blows up in his face, he rolls double 1, but you can never worry about double 1, especially when you're an elf. No. And that's basically how he does. But it seems like Gerdley's gone for something where, I don't know. If you're going to do what you're doing here, to me, you're going to be scoring early. You can't. If you're going to be stalling 8-10, you shouldn't be this close to
Well, that's what I mean. Yeah, like this would be the tactics if you thought he was going to score next turn or the turn after at the latest.
Yeah, and he does like to score early though. Does Alba though? He's a bit like Bezo. They like to get the touchdowns in early and then try and turn them over. Beers, are you joining us in chat, buddy? I know you've just woken up. Bless him. Hopefully that coffee's working. I did send you an invite, but I know sometimes you don't get them. Let me know. Morning, Dragoon. How are we? But the armor is filthy at the moment. The only thing what's off the pitch is the chainsaw took himself out.
I think there might be some carnage later on.
Well, I hope so.
That's an interesting last second dodge.
Yeah, we got away with it though.
Yeah. What's that guy then? What's his? Oh, so he's got right. So Azek's got two claw palmers then. One's missing today. But he's still got one on the pitch.
Yeah, the tackle one's missing, what is huge.
Yeah. Yeah, damn it. I'm not happy he's back next week.
Yeah, unfortunately, you'll have to play him.
Yeah. Yeah, because also Tense is back in there now,
Hmm.
and dive and tackle guy will be able to make it across this turn. Maybe even the
he's gonna make a play for this tent guy. You better knock him down, or he's in
yeah.
trouble. He has
Oh,
knocked
he's
him
got him.
down.
He's got him.
This
And
seems like a setup for Malmo to foul it, but we'll see.
yeah,
Depends if the
well, he's gonna get it pile on first, isn't he?
well, yeah, and he didn't even think about it. He was like, right, I'm gonna go with that. Nothing
Oh
happening.
no.
Oh, dear me. Tell you what, it's a good job this in Blitz. I'd be crying. I'd be crying the lack of carnage.
I think that's the problem with my blitz team. When you have a sort of team with Parlon and Chlorine, it doesn't
Yeah,
work.
it doesn't work. Yeah, yeah. You're in like, oops.
Yep.
Yeah, it is tricky, isn't it? It's like when you build a team to remove players and they're done, then
Yeah.
it's going to be yours. That is the risk about it. I mean, when it does work, it looks amazing. Everyone remembers it, but nobody ever remembers it when it doesn't work.
No. So is he scoring it, do you think?
Well, he could, but
He's got the channel.
I don't like making JFRs though. Hate making JFRs.
Yeah, he's got 4 rerolls though. There's only 4 and 5 turns left. So I mean, yeah, okay, still go wrong, granted. You could drop a couple of L's down there just in case if you did decide he was going to score.
The problem is, even if he screens off, he could just bolt something, or bolt, and then get the ball off him.
That's what I'm thinking. If you look at, sorry, go on. Sorry.
No, I'm gonna. No, you say. I'm just thinking of something.
I was just gonna say, he's got 5 players there who are red now in a line who aren't really doing much.
Yeah.
I mean, you can still screen off. Luckily, with them being slow and no leap, looks like that's what it's gonna do. To be honest.
Thing is, as well, it depends how they're gonna get the ball back. Even if they did get the ball loose, I don't think he's got that many players around here.
Oh. Okay. Bank. Oh.
Oh no! This is why you don't do it. You don't GFI. He gets it, but
only a 2 though.
Yeah, he sort of fell off it. He almost won it. Yeah. I can't pronounce that name. I'm going to even attempt it. But yeah, that was. But to me, if I'm chaos, I aren't really bothered about that. I'm like, thanks very much. Extremely happy that he's done that. Now I get to ground. Oh, that's the plan. Doesn't always work like that, but Max well played, had a great game. Hopefully he'll get MVP because that's what usually happens with players like that.
So what we got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh no, so we still got though 11 against 11.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not terrible for Almo. I mean, he's scored and he's still got 11 players on the pitch to defend. So
yeah, I mean, Almo won't be worried. I mean, this is how Almo plays. But yeah, at the same time, if I'm Azek, I'm not that frustrated. I've got my wizard. I've got 2 rerolls. I think the worry for me is like I've got to make sure I get the ball, get it safe, and make sure he don't get a blitz. Then I'm all right. But as I was saying, Azek leaves chances on his ball a lot. Alma knows that. Okay, I don't think I've ever played Azek, so.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen a bunch of his games as well, and I don't disagree with Berzo. He can play. I know it's hard. I don't want to be too critical of other coaches, but he can sometimes play a little bit loose, and give opportunities up to the opposition. I've seen that in a few of his games this season. He's a good player. But occasionally there can be a sort of bit of positioning that someone like an Alf team might be able to exploit.
Yeah, when I've seen him play against Elf teams, that's where it seems like this is an Achilles heel. So if you guys say maybe sometimes there's a gap, obviously things like Rats and Elves will exploit that, where slow teams like Dwarfs might not. And obviously he seems to be a lot. I mean, I don't know his records in the MML, but every time I see him, he seems to be a lot more happier. I mean, against V Powers Nagel, for instance, and stuff like that, he's done really, really well. But as soon as he comes against obviously the Elves, he seems to struggle. I don't think I've ever seen him beat an elf team when I've streamed. So maybe that is it. Because obviously, like I say, if you leave gaps, the majority of these elf coaches know what they're doing, and they'll just get the ball off you. And it's that, isn't it? That's it. It's 2-0 without, and that almost game over. But let's see how he does. I mean, there is a kick as well for the Dark Elf, so that's a concern. He did try and pile on and get rid of him. He don't like to play elves. That seems to be that seems to be the. I don't mind playing against elves. I don't mind playing against Dark Elves because they're not very quick. Rats I don't like playing against, but at least they're AV7, so I think, well, even if I lose, I might get some XP. Unless they've got all of them got like nasty claw, then I don't like playing them because they can hit as hard as me. Wood Elves are the team I hate playing against. I hate playing against Wood Elves. They just seem to do everything. Never seem to fail. Unless I play them, then I seem to manage to roll plenty ones. But it is.
Well, I hate to inform you that Wood Elves will probably be my reborn team.
Well, that's good. I like the reborn thing. I really like. I was a bit concerned when it first came out. I was like, oh my god, But I get to keep my dwarfs. What's good? But I'm really like loving the reborn thing, and I'm tempted maybe if there's space to maybe do my own reborn team. But go for something I don't use to play. And a team I can try and build. I mean, the wall way up. The crowd. Oh, look who it is as well. The crowd have had enough. They haven't seen enough, and they're blaming the Chaos for this. And quite, I agree. The crowd should take out a Chaos player because it's huge. Their job to injure players, and they haven't. Wood Elves are really good, especially low thingy. The thing is, though, I remember when people like, especially like in Sea Ladder, when people take like chorps and that, and they call them power gamers. I'm just wondering on Devil's Advocate, how many people are getting called power gamers taking elves? Because elves, I would imagine in Reborn, are going to be seriously good. Yeah,
I mean, they certainly will be to begin with. Yeah, they'll be weighted towards the elves in the first few seasons for sure. I mean, from my perspective, absolutely personally, I've only played one team in the MML.
Yeah,
and elves were always my my love before Skaven, and I've played a lot of bash now in Blitz, and I've realised that I'm just not a bash coach. Like the things that excite me that I enjoy doing are the crazy rat BS moves, the crazy edgy things. I like passing the ball. I like running around, pulling people around the pitch and stuff. My brain just doesn't really function to get guards and assists and things.
Yeah, I get that. Yeah.
And plus, I just want to have fun with it.
I think it's good if there's more elves and there's more like lizards or whatever. I like that. I'm a big fan of what Preacher's done, and like I've said to him, he's done a really good job bringing this Reborn up. And I like that you can't bring in any. I know some people are happy about it, but I'm quite happy that none of these farm teams go into the challenge. They're basically saying, look, come on guys, buy into this Reborn thing. I really like what he's done. I think he deserves a lot of credit, and obviously the board for that. And I can't wait. But I get what you say, because it's like I like playing Bash, and as everyone knows. But obviously I've got very good records with agility. Ooh. Oh, there we go. Bloody Bill finally gets injured. About time we had one gone. Get off the pitch, Bloody Bill. He's not happy in that.
No.
So I get it, because like when I play elves and that, and like in Sea Lad, my record's like 80% or whatever, and people say, why do you play elves? It just bores me chasing after people just to try and get a ball off people and throw and stuff. Well, I like to break stuff.
Which I'm the complete opposite.
No, so that's why I can understand what you're saying.
What you said then is exactly the things I enjoy doing. That's why my favorite RAN team was not the team that won. It was the team where I had like the 86 guy and the ball sackers, and it was just basically every turn it was like, how can I break into this cage? And it was like a little puzzle of like how to get the ball each turn. And half the time it worked and half the time it didn't, which is why ultimately we were successful, because I did it too much. But that was what I found fun about it. Oh,
that was close. But yeah. I mean, I always think, though, the most important thing about Blood Bowl is pick a team you have fun with. That's the way I look at it, because if you're enjoying the game, that's all that matters. Yeah, we all like to win, but if you can have fun, and try and win, or even if you lose and have fun, that's still good, You know that and
play
if
what's
you have
fun to you.
and if you get a good story and stuff like that with your team, like obviously your team, amazing the way it's gone through all them seasons and then finally won it. You know, to me that's great. And like I said, I'm really looking forward to Reborn. I mean, I did say to people if I did come in Reborn, it'd be something I don't usually play and try and build a franchise. I mentioned Lizards. I don't play Lizards much. And everyone's trying to force me to play Lizards now. So I think if I do Reborn, I will go Lizards, but I will suck horribly. But who cares?
Yeah.
So.
I'll do it if you laugh.
Yeah, well,
we should really talk a bit more about the game on ourselves.
We shouldn't we? But you know, while we've been doing this, people have been dying and breaking, so I haven't really been, you know. But yes, let's go back to the game. Yes, we should.
Yeah, cheers, Clown. I like that game as well.
Oh, Fall Legendary Goods, Jesus, that's scary. So we got Grim Overs, and so we've had but I mean, let's talk about the rock first of all. I mean, that was a big rock. The Agility 4-piece getting KO'd by maybe his own fans at home. But then again, I suppose elves are pretty good at throwing stuff, so maybe it was an elf.
Maybe it was an elf dressed as a beastman, like with a big like horn mask or something.
Yeah.
Stuck into the home fans.
Yeah, maybe just a tree hippie wood elf who like, hasn't had a shave, looks like a beastman, and was helping out fellow elves. I don't know. But it's I don't know. I don't know how happy he's got. How many turns has he got? He's got 4 turns to get up. Oh god.
Well, he's lost his throwing option really now, because with the AG4, obviously, he always had the opportunity, if things got a bit dodgy, to be able to semi-rely on a pass. He managed to pick up the ball without the short hands, so that was a bonus for him. Didn't use his reroll on that, so that was good. It's a little bit of the way he lined up with, obviously Alma forced his players onto the one side and then they kicked the ball the other way, which is quite smart. So he's now sort of spread across the field, which is what's allowing Alma now to kind of split his troops either way. I think he's trying to essentially pressurize him, but also make him go, you know what, which way are you going to go?
Ooh, that was a big dodge.
That was, yeah. You know, which way is he going to go at the moment? I'm surprised, though, again, I know he put the Mighty Blow Claw guy on the line, but dive and tackle guy might have been someone you want on the line, so those elves can't do that they can't just get up and dodge out.
Well, I've already seen what I'm going to do, but I sometimes I get in trouble if I say what I would do if it's something big, so I will keep quiet. All I will say is there is a massive thing Azek could do, and it would put him in probably almost guarantee him a score. But I will keep quiet because I don't want to get in trouble. I blame Dragoon for it, to be fair. I blame Dragoon for getting me in trouble. He's a cheeky chap, that one. If he set up his defence properly in the first place, I won't go in trouble. But yeah, there's something interesting he can do here. Yeah.
I think though it's one of those things where there are lots of things he can do, and I mean for us not being involved, there's probably more or less obvious things that go into details. But I think what he's also done though is he's forced Azek into having to think about, well, which option. There's not like, I don't know, say there's an obvious thing to do. I'm not sure there is an obvious thing to do. I think there's lots of options available, and I think maybe that paralysis of choice, like having lots of different options.
Yeah, when I say obvious, my brain's like, put there, blah, blah, blah. He's going to need a miracle to get the ball off me. I'll score in 2-3 turns. But it does mean rolling dice. That's not the right place to put that. So he's not going to do what I'm going to do. What's probably good for him. He's going to go the other way.
I think I can see what he is
going to do.
Yeah,
I'd see what he's going to do.
He could do with removing that elf, though.
Yeah, he's going to have to pile on now. No. Well, he stops him.
Yeah.
Oh, there's... I mean, I suppose I could have... I mean, basically, I was thinking of taking this loaner out up here. Now he's done everything with the claw piece. And bring these beastmen round, hand the ball off to the other beastmen, and we could have got a screen right up here, top left. As long as you could do a 3+ with a built-in reroll, he would be in such a better position. The diving tackle would have then gone on the witch elf, the leaping witch elf as well.
Yeah.
But now
Yeah,
he's going to put himself in all sorts of trouble here.
I was kind of thinking the same thing. It relied on a 3+ handoff, but apart from that, it was just peeling up that side.
Yeah.
Because you're absolutely right. There was, and I almost tripped up and said it when I was talking about the players coming through. I was going to say, but he's left a big hole down the middle. Because he had these two flanking lot of elves coming down, but there was a great big hole for the beastmen just to literally run up between them.
Yeah.
Hand it off, and then he had 4 or 5 players to get at the pitch.
Yeah.
And the majority of the elves would have been behind them.
Yep. Yeah, I saw that. I think, you know what? I mean, it might have failed it. Who knows? But if it had passed it, he was gone. You know.
He slow played it a bit more, though. I think
he slow played it, but again, it's not. It's gonna be interesting.
He's trying to maximise casualties in the way through, or.
Well, the problem he's got now is, oh, man, this ball could be loose pretty quickly here. I mean, that's a nice position to put the guard piece in there. It's like, I think what I'm going to have to start doing is try and see what the delay is on my Twitch. And if it's like, try and get to like 2 minutes so then I can talk and then people are going to get to. But, because it's hard because.
I'm watching at the moment and there's about 6 seconds or so between.
Is that all? 6 seconds?
Well, according to the clock on my TV and the clock on my iPad.
Yeah,
it's
no, you're probably right. There's me saying, it's about 30-second delay, lads. Don't worry about it. Obviously not. But yeah, he's doing. Oh,
no, that's
okay.
Interesting.
That is interesting. Yeah. I didn't expect him to push it there. Now that has confused me. Congratulations, you confused me. That was not in my plan. That was to go in maybe in the other square. Then the leaper was coming through.
I mean, is he gonna? Yeah, he's gonna say he's gonna hit this.
He's gonna go the other way then. Yeah, but that's got to stand firm, so you'd have to remove him. And I've said they probably will.
Yeah.
Nope.
Oh, yeah, that's
Unless he's gonna. Well, then again, it's only 4+ from his killer on the ball carrier. I'd do that. I think I'd definitely go for that. I think. Yeah, there you go.
Yep. Boom.
See you later, alligator.
Now, does he follow and pile on and put himself in a prime? No.
That's why you're not a bash coach, Almer. Because
right?
I would have been in there. And I would have just down and I would probably got booted. But it had died like a proper bash player. That was the smart call, probably.
For him. Yeah. That bounce was terrible because I'm sure he wanted it to go into an attempted catch and then to bobble all its way up north.
Yeah. I'd still make a play for the ball, though. I'd still try catch on a 4+. I'd re-roll that.
Got it.
Oh, there you go. You see, so many people do 4+ with a reroll. I never seem to be able to. Oh, my word.
Ooh.
All right. Was that Juan? Did he?
Yeah. Go for it was on the one. One.
Well, see, that's why I don't play elves.
God, I've been like that with Skaven so many times. You do some amazing thing, you get a ball, and then
and then the J5 does you over.
Go for it.
I suppose the good thing. I suppose the good thing for Alma though is he's going nowhere, and this is the difference between getting yourself a big W and not. If he'd have done like me and NTB done, been proactive, been brave, and gone up the pitch, he'd still been a good spot. And he's got a wizard. He decided to play safe, but then he still didn't get his cage set right. And like I said, and we said it earlier on, a good elf coach or a good rat coach will pick apart a cage if it's not set right. And this is what happens. When the ball's on the floor and you have no agility 4, you're not. And that's quite well rammed, to be fair. You're in trouble. Yeah. And
so there's two big options here though now. Interestingly, because he's still on it because he's got the extra turn. Obviously, he basically can go. He can peel left or right now.
But now they're safe though.
Well, I don't know though, because if you look at it, the Chaos Warrior now is. You got the tentacles on those guys, right? So if you take this loner who's on the left and you put him around the back, so he takes out some of the assists, it won't be a 2-die block on him. Okay, he hasn't. He's moved in there. That's fine. you could, with the diving tackle on the other side, marking up the guy, you could come around the back, hit the witch elf at the back, cover behind that loner, and then peel around with the other two guys after it. But he's got a completely different option to what that was. So that's good.
Well, welcome to the stream, and you get a really good idea. Think, yeah, this is what he's going to do, and they're doing something completely different, and you're like, okay.
It is a totally different game though when you're watching it like this and when you're playing it. 'Cause, I mean, the amount of mistakes I make, and then I look back, and then you're just on the stream going, "Why did you do that? Why did you do that?" And I remember thinking, because at the time it seemed like the right thing to do. Because in my head I was going to do this, this, and this afterwards, and I didn't know it was going to fail. I think I do a lot of things that are. I fail a lot of things first turn of the action because in my head all the things I want to do are dependent on that first thing happening.
Yeah.
But that's just the way I kind of play, which is a slightly more risky play style.
No,
I listen back to you, and you're just like, that was stupid.
I played my Rebel game this week, and it's probably the worst I played in 5 years. And I was like, I said to the guy, I said, look, are you on stream? Are you streaming? Because if you are, I want to come in and apologise to everybody. I said, that's the worst I've ever played in my life. So it happens to us all. But I agree with what you're saying. When you stream like we chilled out, we got nothing on the line, it's all good fun, we can have a laugh, talk about stuff, and you can pick stuff up so easy. There's no pressure on us. But obviously when you're in the game and your brain's thinking about everything else and where this goes, where's that go. And what you gotta remember as well, MML, it's very punishing, it's only 2 minutes. It's only 2 minutes. A lot of leagues are 3 minutes, so you get a lot more time. So it really are under the pump, and I'll be honest, I have no idea what he's doing with this Chaos team at the moment. He's going to be 2-0 down in a minute, because this is... I
don't know why he went backwards there. I think he should have committed. I mean, he did still have the Strength 4 guy, which he could have gone round to tag at the Witch Elf, and at least putting himself at the pitch a little bit. I know it was a riskier, it's almost like a half potato, but I'm confused about a lot of the moves he made that turn, actually.
I think it's like mentally it gets in people's head. Like I said, I did a horrendous game this week, and it was against Kislev. I seem to struggle against Kislev. Or in my head, I don't like playing against Kislev. Now, by the looks of it, Azek doesn't like playing elves. So I'm just thinking, does it, can it mess with people's psyche, the head? Like, oh my god, I'm against elves again. Panic. And then you don't know what to do, and you're like, oh, well, I want to go there, but I dare because it's elves. I'll go back into my shell, and then it makes it worse. If he struggles against elves, I just wonder if this is getting to him. I mean, me personally, if I struggle against something, I'll find out how to get better against that race or whatever, and I'll ask people. I'll even ask people of that race, say, look, what's the weakness of your race? What are you worried about? And you learn that way. Like I say, I'm even learning now, and I've played the game. God, 20 years? But this is looking disastrous, isn't it? This is looking like he could be 2-0 down pretty quickly unless something crazy happens.
I mean, he's not getting the injuries to compensate for it either.
No, it's been on his heels a lot.
Fingolfin will come around now and pick this up. Nice blood strength 4 piece.
Yeah.
Tag up the beastman, the wrestle beastman who can get to him. Job done.
the only
I mean, we're not even giving anything away there. That's just exactly what.
No. I mean, basically, Alma's saying, look, you're gonna have to wizard me out, you buddy. You're gonna have to waste your wizard now. That's what you're gonna have to do. It needs to do. Oh, what else can he do here?
The kit guy can dodge through, and come around to a spot beyond.
Oh, that's filthy. That is filthy. A 1 die. I'd want to be tagging that Pestigo, that beastman up top though.
Oh, what, the one that's in scoring position?
Yeah, I'd want to. Oh dear.
Oh
no, it's going to a completely different.
Oh, no, this is what I think you should do. Yeah. Oh, it's just you're either going to tag that guy up or bring him round because he was the risk. Oh, here's the whiz.
Oh,
and he's.
Oh, that's a horrible scatter.
Yeah.
Oh, that's horrible. That is really horrible.
I think at this point now, Azek's just thinking get to half time at 1-0, grind the second half for a draw.
But again, not tagging that beastman up does give him chances.
It does. It does.
It's
If he goes for it, messes it up though. There's quite a few L's in how many L's in scoring positions?
oh, there's so many, isn't there? I mean, what they've got one witch elf
Two.
there, another witch elf there. And don't
No,
forget the buff.
only two actually.
Yeah, they've got
Only
jump up
two.
as well, so you'd have to
Yeah.
break them both.
Well, he's got guys on the L's, so he needs to hit them, and then he needs to most likely, if he wants to go for the score. I don't know who's the likeliest one. They're all pretty much tagged. There's a loner is the best bet to throw it to and then hand off.
There's a couple of things you can do. God, I dare not say it because if he does what I do, then people say, "Oh, he's listening to you." There's a couple of options he's got where he could still score. It is massive risk, but I'd rather do that than just hold the ball and go, "Oh, please don't get the ball off me." Yeah, I think I know what he's gonna do here. Oh no, 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 not that way though. No, not the way to go. Oh no, no, no,
I,
no, no.
I don't think he's going for it. I think
He's definitely not going for it. I mean, that just like that to me was like that was the guy who's supposed to get the either blitz that was supposed to blitz knock out the strength 4 piece
Yeah.
or blitz with something else and make that get the ball. He was doing one of two things and he's done nothing about. But he's knocked out Witch Elf. That's very good because now he's got a chance of maybe if he can do something against the other witch. Oh, what's he doing?
Oh.
Why would you do that? Why would you do that?
No, 3+ dodge.
But he's got to re-roll it. If you don't re-roll this, then you're just giving the game away.
Yeah.
You've got no option. You have to re-roll and hope.
Oof.
Doesn't get it. That's about as good as a... Well, is it... Well... Again, it's his thought process. What I think elves have got into his head. I think that's basically what it is. Every time I see him play against elves, it just... I don't know. But again, you see, oh, wait up, let's see what happens here. This is... It's not the pylon guy.
Now, I can see, obviously, Alma's freeing up this elf. I wonder how he's going to do it. She's got leap. I wonder if he's just going to just leap her in there and hope she picks it up and then dodge straight out diagonally because it'll only be a 2+ out. Yeah, that's what he's going to do. He's got the rerolls. He's going to go into the square by the 2 beastmen, leap onto the ball, hope to pick it up with a reroll, 2+ dodge out, score.
Oh, Dove Skulls! That is not what he wanted!
This is what happens when you take blocks before...
No, he's trying to... He was... Oh, then again, yeah. The other two are learners, aren't they? I think he's trying to freeze something to knock out this this beastman to make the pickup easier. But now... now it's not as good. Oh, do you want to... Oh, I don't know now.
What's the pickup then?
Well, it's a 3+, 4+ pickup, 2+ dodge.
4+ pickup. 4+
got,
pickup.
Yeah.
Yeah.
50-50, but he's got a
3 got no rerun
plus sleep. Yeah. All I can think of is trying to freeze something up here to help down here.
The other option now is you blitz off the loner onto the ball, hope to get a good bounce, make the pickup a 3+. Yeah, that's what he's going to do now.
He's leaping.
Oh, no.
Yeah, he's got to be leaping with that. Oh, look. Oh, that's just pure filth. That is pure filth. And I don't even think... Is there a GFI involved? Like, he's going too fast for me. Dumb. That's why people like elves and people who don't like elves, and that's the reason why they don't like them. No reroll. 3+, 4+, no problemo, 2+. But that probably had a built-in reroll.
Love it. You're definitely a bit ahead of me, actually.
Oh, sorry, am I?
No, it's fine. No, you're probably about a good 5 seconds ahead of me. I was just trying to work out Twitch times, that's all.
All right, okay. Again, though, that is because he's just, I don't know, he's just not looking after the ball, he's not making the right calls. It can be tough, and Alma's a very good coach. And Alma plays Dark Elves a lot, but that was just I don't know. Just
That didn't need to happen. I think is what you're trying to get at.
Yeah, it didn't need to happen. No, it didn't. It feels to me that Isaac needs to get over this elf thing.
Yeah.
I mean, he can deny it all he likes, but until he positions and makes a bit more clear in his calls, he's going to struggle against a good elf coach.
I'm a little bit worried about the backlash next week on my poor ratties.
Well, I mean, it's like there's the stigma, isn't it? Where with elves, it's like all it is 2+ and you win. And the stigma with obviously bash teams like Chaos and Nagel is, oh well, if you don't get the removals, you don't know how to play. So and again, he hasn't got the removals and he's struggling.
Yeah.
And it's tough, but his positioning, his cage again wasn't right. He had. I mean, we both saw. I mean, it's easy because we're obviously spectating, but we saw that push down the side he could have done. Would have put him in a really good spot, and he didn't. And then he sorted his cage up, but he wasn't sorted right, and he needs to sort his positioning out. Otherwise, he's always going to have this problem against elves, like with a good coach. That is. Yeah,
I mean, I think someone like More Shots and the Power Hour showed that you can play. You can play Chaos and be a Chaos team and be great against any other race.
Yeah.
You don't have to just rely on removals to win games.
Yeah.
As Chaos.
Yeah. I mean, it's like, and this is why I always say to people, and I like in Rebel on the PC, I had new Chaos. I played 15 games, lost 1 in 15. And I didn't have Mighty Blow and Claw. And you got to rely on a bit of luck, but positioning is always key. You've got to protect the ball, especially against elves, because they'll just, as we just seen, they'll come in, pick the ball, and it's gone. So the best thing you can do is try and get some attrition. Maybe stick a boot in. I don't know. He's gonna have to get some removals now because he is no wizard. He's 2-0 behind. And even if we go back to the chainsaw, was it the right thing to take against Dark Elves? And the thing is as well, he was only going to chainsaw. Was it the kicker? So he didn't even pick a proper play. Like when we have a laugh about me saying to you, if you're going to use your dead player, make sure it's on a good piece.
Yeah.
And he used the 130k thing on a chainsaw, and he was on a foul, so there's a good chance of it A rolling the 1 to kill itself. Two could have fouled and got sent off. And for 130k, that is a lot of cash.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
absolutely. I mean, he would be better off saving his cash getting a bribe.
Yeah.
Because effectively, it would have had the same effect, and you would have had a player for longer theoretically.
Exactly. And it's more chaos. Stamp on people, That to me would have been a much better call, and you'd have had, like I said, you'd have had the extra player. I would have gone. I would have probably gone. How much are the Beastmen? What, 60k? So 30k for the loaner 90. I'd have probably paid the. So for an extra 10k, it could have got a dirty player Beastman.
Yeah, which would have made more sense, really.
Yeah, would have been a heck of a lot better than a chainsaw. But it is what it is.
Clearly just going to go for attrition now, these 3 guys. And
the riot and at his own stadium. It's terrible when your own stadium does it to you.
Fans clearly not happy.
They are happy. They threw a rock at one of them. At least they didn't throw it this time. Yeah. It can still get into. It can't get into this game. The reason it gets into the game is remove the Dark Elves. If they don't have enough Dark Elves... See, that's the weakness to me with Dark Elves compared to Wood Elves. Wood Elves are so fast, they don't need as many players. I still believe Dark Elves do need a decent amount of players. Now, Max isn't great. Max is a waste of space, mate. He's a waste of space. 30k, strength 4, lovely. Chainsaw. But I don't like chainsaws unless it's a goblin chainsaw. But there's a removal.
Yep. Hello. KO.
Saying that though, we see. Oh, it's Beers. I thought it was Bezo. God damn it! I thought it was Bezo said it. I thought I'd found an excuse to get a chainsaw in my blitz team. Bugger. Damn it, Beers. Oh, hey up. Oh, is that the pile on piece though? If it is, it's piling on.
Oh, it is. Yeah.
Oh yeah, pile that bad boy on. Yvmal, get rid of him. Nope.
Nope. I don't think Polon's worked once, actually,
No.
for either team.
Beers makes a good point, though. Max is pointless against agility teams. Yeah. I agree with that, Beers.
And Beers is right as well about the chaos. I think that's basically the same point we were trying to make, was that you can't just hope for removals as a strategy for long-term success in the MML.
Because if you don't get the removals, this is what happens.
Yeah.
You know? Oh, that's unlucky.
Quite surprised he did it like that, though, and didn't hit him side on to push him across towards the Chaos Warrior, which would have actually got him into more assists as well.
Yeah. I mean, he can still do it, but because it's the last turn, so it's not too much of a biggie.
No, fair.
And he can still get a foul in if he wants it. Has he wasted his loner? Has he moved his loner? Oh, has he moved his loner? He has a loner on the pitch, doesn't he? Where is it?
He did get moved, yeah, around the back for an assist.
Oh, well, that means he's not fouling then.
Or he's risking it.
Oh, well, that would just...
I mean, he's been a tad unlucky, I think, with the armor breaks.
Yeah.
But
I always think what's he doing now? Oh, right,
he did actually have a guy. Well, at least not a loner, but...
Oh, man, you gotta hate that. It usually happens with bash coaches. Oh, we got agility 4Ps. I'm gonna throw it. I need a 2+, so we always roll a 1. And then we're like, God damn it, why can't we be like you cool dudes? Who just like farm XP.
I think Nuffle's just like, look, guys, we gave you claw, we gave you mighty blow, we gave you strength, we gave you armor. We're not gonna fucking give you 2+ as well. Fuck off.
I can agree with that.
And so it's kind of like with Beardo the other day. Beardo's like DMing the other day, and I was like, I'm missing like 3 huge players for our Blitz game, and he's just like, I'm still really worried. I'm like, for fuck's sake, Beardo, unless I turn up there wearing my pajamas in slippers with an all gobbo team, you're gonna think you're fucking undermanned. Jesus.
Well, I learned from
some parity.
I learned from the best. I learned from Serious Chess very early about playing the underdog card. So even if he was halflings, I'd be like, oh yeah, well, NCB could do this or could do that. I think he could win this, but the reason I do it is so I don't get complacent. That's the only reason I do it. Because if you go into a game and think it's going to be easy, that's the time you get your pants pulled down and spanked. So, against you, he is the favourite, but you've still got Claw, and I think that's what he's worried about. But we.
I do still have a few pieces. Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's like and about 1,800 guard players.
And I keep telling about the Nobbler. He's not a bad little player, and if he, but doesn't seem to put him on the pitch often. But we've only got 9 guard as well. What's the worry?
Yeah, only 9. And I got 2 of my strength 4 missing, which is gonna hurt.
Yeah, I'm happy your Leaper's missing. That was really good. I'm really happy with that guy.
He's one of my top players. That's a big loss. Much more so than the Chaos Warrior.
Yeah. I did say that, to be fair to him. Right, are this Chaos going to do something? Did Armour 2 Dev? No, he didn't. No, it wasn't 210. I don't know how I can explain it, Stolzy. The things won't play in the right place.
Yeah, it wasn't 210. He just he just put pressure on, and then Azak made a few questionable positioning plays. Armour had a couple of attacks on the ball, came loose, leaped to an Alfin, picked it up on a 4+, scored. It was more like about a 4-turn defensive press.
Yeah, but he had a really good chance, did Azek, to push right up here and have a real good chance of making it 1-1, but he decided not to. He decided to try and build a cage around here in his own half, and it wasn't built great. It wasn't terrible, it wasn't great, and obviously, like we said earlier, a good elf coach will just pick apart a not a great cage, and he got the ball loose. And then, in my humble opinion, a few errors after that from the Chaos impacted even worse, and Armour just took advantage. And obviously the Wizard gone, he got Chainsaw, what he rolled a 1 on, Well, I question the reason taking that against elves. So yeah, it's not been great for Azek, but his handbrakes haven't been great either, to be fair.
Yeah, no, his arm breaks have been poor. I'm sure he'd be disappointed with those. So I'm going to wait until about 6 seconds to go, so when he can't actually change anything. Okay, which is basically now anyway.
Yep.
So I was looking at this and I was thinking, as you were talking then, about what I would do in this situation. And given where we all are in the league, in our play pool and everything, yeah, that's interesting. Yep. I would have done this differently because I think he needs to score quickly. Yep. and then just put it in the hands of Nuffle of Alma failing something. I mean, double ones are a thing, failed dodges are a thing. I would have put, I don't know why this strength 5 tentacle guy is so low down on the pitch. I would have had him up high to hold the elves from pressing. I would have decided on the side I was going to go, which probably would have been on the witch elf side. I probably would have hit her potentially. And then peeled off and probably tried to have got a cage. I might even have risked the pass this turn to get the ball into a cage, a heavy cage in the channel on the side of the pitch, just inside the opposition half. Try and score in about 3 turns. Try and do a bit of damage on the way. Hope that the dice turn a little bit.
Yeah.
That's what we've done, I think.
I think it's put the tentacle guy down there, some sort of sweeper to try and stop any sort of elf coming through, or try and put it near the ball. But
when you, if you wanted a sweeper though, wouldn't you use the strength 4 wrestle tackle beastman?
Yeah, I would have done personally. I'm just trying to decipher what he's thinking. He needs removals, and well, there we go. That's one of them. Doesn't matter what it is, as long as you get rid of him. Oh, it's a niggle for Alana. He lets that one go.
I mean that is what he needs.
He just needs to remove players. And the thing with Chaos is it can change very quickly. And there's another one. Just like that, boom, 2 down.
Yeah. Well, we said at the start they were going to come because it always does at some point. There's always one spurt in the game, isn't there?
The question was it going to come too late? I guess that was the thing, wasn't it?
This is why I can't quite understand, and again, I know we're being armchair critics here, and I totally get that, so I kind of apologise. But I don't kind of get, because on the one hand, you've got, I know Alma's quite smart, and he puts his line on one side and kicks the other. That's fine. But now we've got 4 chaos on one side of the pitch, 4 chaos kind of towards the other side, and now one guy's just blitzed up the middle on his own.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you know he's put his line over that side, would you not assume he's going to kick that way, spread that bit so that you could bring the ball back towards where that sort of almost cages on the halfway line?
I think it's because he wants the agility 4 piece to get it, and I don't know why he's put that there. Unless he's trying to... I mean, that's not even protecting his killer if that's what he's doing that for. I think he just wants to pick up with the agility 4 and don't want to give it to anybody else, so he's forced to do it that way. I think that's the I'm only guessing. I think that's the reasoning.
Yeah.
And again, this dive tackle piece, I get what he's doing. He's trying to protect both of his killers, but that dive tackle piece would be a lot better coming across and plugging a gap. It's not doing that there. You're losing 2-0, buddy. You can't afford to get the ball taken off you again. Now what are you going to do?
I'd even been tempted to throw a beastman downfield rather than foul. I know he's fouling with this guy. I'd have been tempted to throw him downfield.
Dear.
I mean, he's lucky he stayed on, really.
Yeah. I'm just trying to think if there's a safe option on now. Sure there is. I'm sure there's a safe here. In fact, I know there's a safe here. Yeah. As soon as he moved that beastman to foul, I'm like, hello!
Yeah.
It's over. It is, he can do... I mean, it's basically... Yeah, if he can 3+ it... Yeah. Oh, no, not there! Not there! Oh, dear. But then, when you say, he's 2-0 up, he might not want to risk it. That is the other thing I always keep forgetting about it. It's like, you're 2-0 up, why risk a good piece?
Yeah.
See, I can say now because it's gone. I would have done that, but I would have put the kicker there, and I would have got me agility 4 witch elf. I'd have tagged up that stand firm and that thing with the piece. Leap in. I get 2 die on Spraggles, frenzy him. Tentacles ain't going to stop me because it's a blitz, and then I'll thing him out. Ball's loose. He's off the pitch. Boom. Obviously, if dice go right. I always pretend the dice work. Always better that way.
Well, you have to, I think. You have to.
But he's a jelly 4-piece off the pitch, and don't do that now.
Although, see, this is the difference between us and Gerd, because I think Gerd always assumes the dice are going to fail and plans accordingly, whereas I always assume they're going to work, and when they don't, I'm like indignant.
If it was my team, I'd expect it to fail. But when you're spectating, it's great because I just pretend they always work. But if he's going to surf now, then he's cost himself an extra square for putting him there.
Yeah.
What isn't very good.
In fact, can he even do it?
I don't know now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
7.
No.
No.
So he's blocked himself in. So then that's interesting why he's put that guy there. So I presume he's going to... So even if it could have surfed alone, I suppose it's not really...
Well, that's the other thing I thought, that he might come in front of the tentacles and surf the loner, but he's pressuring again, isn't he?
Yeah. I think in Alma's sort of like defense, he knows that by doing this, he's making... Oh dear, no, I hate GFRs. That is making him crack. Yeah. I think I've done this with elves, and I've done it with rats. And if I think by basing up what I hate doing really messes with someone's game plan, I'll do it. I'll risk it. Now it's a case of he's got to decipher a safe path. Now there is a safe path here, definitely. Oh, what strength 4? What, really? Oh yeah, they got bribe, haven't they? Of course they have.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say that would have been
which I guess is also probably why Azak did it as well. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, like, he's in a great position. I mean, okay, he's got 3 L's are off, 4 L's are off at the moment, but none of his big pieces. He's got a bribe. He's 2-0 up.
The problem Alma's done by doing this, though, is now left massive gaps all over, and this is really paint by numbers, dare I say, of getting this ball up into a safe position now. This shouldn't be a problem for Azek.
No, it shouldn't be at all.
It really I won't say nothing, but it really, really shouldn't be. And the reason I think we're a bit critical with him is this guy got to a final, so this guy can't be a rookie if you get to a final. So we're just trying to constructively say...
I'm trying to keep the tone so it's not so much critical as a coach, more just analysing the particular play choices, which obviously we're fully acknowledging are completely different when you're involved and when you're...
And I always think when I watch streams, if I'm doing something like what people don't think's right, I'd rather they tell me, because then I can go back and I'll say, no, actually I don't agree with it, or I might think, oh, actually, yeah, you are right. And then that makes me a better player.
Hold on a minute.
That makes me a better player.
We need to stop telling Azak he's playing really well then, because I don't want him to make changes next week.
Right, this is how you beat Skaven.
yeah.
Sorry, I'll just tip him and you'll be all right.
Spread your players around the pitch.
Yeah.
That's an interesting.
Yeah. Again, it's like... It's not bad. It's not bad,
No, it's not the worst. No.
That's not bad if he's doing what I think he's doing, but...
Yeah. We're both hoping he's doing what we think he's going to
do. Yeah, I'm not getting excited. But the problem is there's a sidestepper on the guy.
Yeah.
Don't really want to say much more yet. I don't think he's watching the stream, to be fair.
No.
Because I ain't had any abuse from anyone on Discord yet saying, how dare you say this? But let's have a look. Yes, thank God he moved that before he hit the sidestepper.
Yeah.
Oh, that's an interesting place to put him, though.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know why he's going there. I really don't know why he's going there.
Okay. Run out of time as well.
Yeah. Oh, that's huge. That is huge.
Yeah, that's a big one.
That is really, like...
Nice piece, that.
Oh, and look at that, and it's a stun as well. No, he's got 3 seconds. Go on. Quick. Run.
That loner needs to move.
Someone needs to move.
Run.
Go. Yep. Can he move anything else? Put in. Do something. You can foul something. Go on, get in there. Yes.
No.
He ain't got time. No, he ain't got time. He's run out of time. Kill something.
Oh,
referee! Come on, don't you think he's having a bad enough time? Yes, good.
Okay, they got the refs right today.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
yeah, we know this is like this is again. All he needed to do was to move the agility guy one square across and then put everything else there, and it'd been a lot safer.
Yeah.
But he's just putting him in a position where it's like, you want to hit me? You want to hit me? I'm here. You got 2 die on me. Hit me. And this is it. This is what I'm trying not be nasty or nothing. I'm trying to say to him, look, this is why you're struggling, because you've left a massive gap for a strength 4. As long as it doesn't roll a double 1. And I know it's hard against elves. I mean, we all struggle. We all have games like this. But what was that? Oh, he tried to do it the other way. I'd have just took. Okay.
I just dodged around and.
Yeah, it would have been GFR though. Is that what it'd have been?
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough.
That's why he did that, and he won in 9 it, unfortunately. So I get that. I get that play.
Yeah.
And now, obviously, he's got to pray to Nuffle that this is not a knockdown. Or a dub skull would be nice for him. But obviously, nope, he's getting punished today, so.
Yep.
Now, the scatter's going to be interesting now. And it depends where he wants to push him. Yeah, I'd have pushed him down
Yeah.
there. God, that's not a good scatter for him. Although he could get around the back door with his strength 4 piece, but again, I think the problem Alma's got is how badly does he want to risk his players? I guess. I mean, he could even try and get through 10. Oh no! Oh, a dub skull. Oh dear.
Okay, well it's still on then for Azak. He got
a bit of good fortune there.
Look. We really need to stop helping him, because I could just see it now. Like next week, I'm gonna rock it with my rat, and he's gonna have like perfect positioning, and I'm gonna be fucked. And it's all gonna be down to you and me analysing his play and giving him all the fuck.
I tell you what, I'm glad you're in here with me, so that if I get blamed, I'm like, who else was in this chat with me?
I know it's stupid. I don't know why I agreed to do this.
Oh, I can imagine it now.
Architect of my own disaster here.
I'll stream the game. I'm like, oh my god, this Azek's so good positioning. There's no way these rats are getting in. What a player! Cannot believe the rats have been pitch cleared in the first half. Really impressive. But again, he's got away there. I think Alba will be a bit frustrated there, but time's ticking though.
Most things have gone right for Alma though. I don't think he can be too. Too worried about this. That's interesting. Okay, well, just covering, I suppose. I mean, Azek's got a lot of loose players here and a lot of room with no elves ahead of him.
He's not gonna, is he? He's gonna try and kill it. Fine. It's blodge and you've got no tackle. But hey, you could sack him though. Should I have said that? I don't know. I don't think he's watching.
I mean, if you can't see the surfer in there as a bash coach, then I think.
Yeah, I'm glad you said that.
Well, I mean, I'm not a bash coach, and I can see the.
It's like when I see elf stuff, and I'm thinking, well, if I can see it, then an elf coach is definitely going to see it. I just feel he's making it hard for himself.
Well, he's also slightly slow playing it, I'd say.
He does know he needs to score twice, doesn't he? Just on. Or is he one of those coaches who isn't bothered about the win, just wants to break players? Why would you not follow up there? Why would you? Oh my god, that's triggered me. Why would you not follow up? You got 2 die. It's a strength 4.
I think he maybe forgot he was strength 4. Unless he's going to put this guy in his assist. Hold on.
Oh, is he going to put the agility 4 piece there?
Yeah, is he going to put him as the other assist?
Oh man, that's risky.
That's
risky. That's risky.
That's a loner he's got to do this with.
Yeah.
He's committed to it now, though. He's got to do it now.
Oh, he's got to do it now. He's got to.
He's going to leave it till last, but he's got to do it. Or is he just going to leave him there? No, sure.
No, is he leaving that there? He's getting everyone else up first. Whoa! He's dodged!
He just did
a dodge, and then he did the... Wow, well, he's paid off, but... yeah. Brave man. And he got the injury. So you'd be like, hey man, I did it right. I injured someone. Did he do badly though? That's the thing. What did he do? Miss next game.
Next game.
You're not playing.
Oof.
Oh no, you're not playing him. You're playing the other guy. I'd let that go, to be fair. But then again, Alma's thinking I really need the wins. This is going to be an interesting one.
Yeah.
He's
Tough.
thinking. He's let it go. I think that's a good call.
Yeah.
And he didn't get this Beastman up.
No, so there's a Beastman hanging at the bottom who's not tagging anyone to anything, and the other Beastman's off his feet. I think he took basically a minute to decide, and that's
so
fine.
Did he run out of time?
Did
Did he run out of time? I didn't look at the clock.
Yeah, he basically only
fair
just got that block in, really.
Fair enough.
According to my play clock. Again, though, I'd have liked to have seen him be able to score next turn.
Yeah, I mean, this is it. I always presume that every coach is the same. They'll think, right, I need to score twice. I've got to score quick. I mean, he is getting the players off the pitch. I get that, and he could still probably do it. But every turn you waste makes it harder for you to get the draw. And like I said, I hadn't got an issue with the surf he did. It was just the way he did it and put the ball carrier at in risk. And then you relying on a learner to do it. It's and if that had won in round or something, I don't know. I just think it's.
Well, no, I don't know. I'm not going to say what I think you should do now because it's far too far away, just in case. But
if you're doing what I think you're doing, this bloody suicide. Oh, I don't know if I'd have picked him up. Unless he's got sidestep. He's fine.
Yeah.
Oh, foul. Fair enough. Yeah. Okay. Put a stud in there. Better not get sent off though, mate.
Stiletto in the chest.
Yeah. You wasn't thinking of surfing there, was you?
No. I was actually in my head. I was thinking about what Azek would do next turn, actually, rather than.
Right. I was gonna say, cause I'm like, the only thing what looks like suicidal here would be to surf. I mean, that would have been like next level, sort of like I've had too much to drink. It sounds like a fun idea with one of my best players.
Now, for me, there's a fairly obvious two-pronged approach here, and I'm even going to say it because it's that blatant. You get your ball carrier and the players around him right up the pitch as far as you can get, movement-wise, so you can score next turn.
Yep.
And you pick your elf with the pylon guy, and you hit him. Whichever elf you want, whether you want to take the kicker at the top because he's the closest, or whether you want to just go for the one of the witch elves because they're dangerous, or the pylon guy. It doesn't really matter. Pick one.
Yeah, I think I'd go for the kicker just because he's easiest to kill.
Yeah, I think I would as well. And also, it would also push into the elf, the witch elf further back, to give you an extra spot. Move everyone at the field, keep that cage nice and tight to the sideline, score next turn. Hope that the pylon guy gets an injury. I don't think it's giving anything away to say that because I don't really see what other viable or interesting options you would do. Yeah. You just want to try and pick up an injury and be ready to score next turn. And that will mean, so if you did get an injury, 5. If the knockout guy didn't come back, you might be only facing 5 Ls.
Let's hope he protects the ball here. Come on, there we go.
Well, that's the
only problem he's got is obviously the witch elf can still get him. I mean, the lack of guard on this team is really hurting him.
Yeah. That's what we thought. Yeah.
Again, I'd have liked to have got my cage set before I did that, but
yeah, he's actually
okay. No,
that's interesting. Okay,
if he works,
I'd have pushed him back myself, but
yeah, I would have pushed him back just to get the
witch elf back. Yeah,
and then if I'd piled on, I'm basically covering that piece.
Well, because there'd be 4 squares with things on then in the way.
Yeah. I mean, the only thing you can do is put the diving tackle piece there if he wants. But he's not going to do that.
That's the guard piece though. That's covering that spot with guard there.
Yeah.
The loner will go at the front presumably, or is the loner going to foul? No, there's no.
Has to go.
There is no foul.
3, 4.
It's got to go at the front though.
Has to
surely.
go to the front.
No, it's going for the foul.
Okay, fair enough. Okay. that was yeah.
Yeah.
And,
I mean,
again, this is why I think some people, especially in the MML, really dislike chaos because the normal play, what most of us have done there is protect the ball. That made no sense to me. That foul. The only thing that made sense to me was just trying to injure a player. You know, and that is not what he needs at the moment. He needs to protect the ball, unless he's not bothered about getting any points and he just wants to break a team. And I think that's why a lot of coaches who play chaos and Nagel, we get tired with the same brush because that yet again he's gone for something he shouldn't have done, and now the ball could get hit again.
Yeah, I mean, Beers is saying, you know, that he would have taken a couple of turns to score, removing players, and totally, I can see that it's that balance between trying to remove the players, but at the same time, he's got to then leave enough time to get the ball back against however many players he's still playing.
Yeah.
But he's also leaving these opportunities for hits. I mean, unless he's just assuming that he's got enough players up there that another one will pick it up and score next turn, even if the ball goes down. I just think it's an unnecessary risk. It is, but also with the guy that fouled, wouldn't you have put him the other side of the Beastman to foul from? Because then there's a tackle zone there that the Witch Elf would have to go through, or at least make it go around the long way.
Yeah. I would have just blocked it up. I'd have said, look, it's a loner, hit it if you want. But to be honest, the safe play for me would have been to put the cage in and say, if you want to leave Pover. But I think the big mistake, well, I hate weird mistake, but the way I would have done it, shall we say, is that pile on Beastman would have pushed and then piled on. Oh, he's gone for the... Oh, okay. All right, where's he going? Seen something, Kazalma.
Going to dodge,
and then he's going to lead that way.
Yeah.
Because that now is a 2 die because he didn't put the cage in the right place. But Knuckles said, you know what? I want to. I'm gonna let you off this time. And I think that's why Blood Bowl is so frustrating, because of that. Just for things like that. You think, all right, he's not protected. I'm gonna punish him. And then you roll a 1, and then you roll another 1, and then this is what happens. So you got to away with it.
Sorry. Yeah, Birzo, I think it has been mentioned a few times. We're just for the cast now, concentrating on the game. That's all.
Yeah.
Okay, so no, it's not a surf on because he's sidesteps. So you've got a.
Well, he can still hit him because obviously the Witch Elf is blocking it for the sidestep to actually tag.
Well, that's true.
Yeah, you just take them both down there so that the sidestep can't be moved. Yeah.
So where's the Pylon guy gone? Right. So basically, there's a nice AG. Well, she's AG4 now, admittedly. Witch Elf, you could get 3 die on her with the Pylon guy. So 3 die and then
score. And then you got 3 turns to try and.
She's not strength, that's just strength 3, so 4. So what, you need 3 assists. There's plenty of guys there.
Yeah.
1 in front, 1 next to it. Get up, 2 spaces, hit her. Again, I don't feel like we're giving anything away there. I mean,
we're not. I mean, I don't think he's in chat anyway. It wasn't earlier.
No.
But,
I mean, we are advocating hitting Elves here, but only because his only chance from the position he's in to win the game, and we're always assuming that we're commentating based on players wanting to win the games.
Yeah. I mean, the thing is, he's done this all this. He could have scored a lot quicker, but that's awful. Yeah. Now this is interesting. Does he re-roll this?
I'd be tempted to with 3 re-rolls.
I think you know what I would, and if I trip skull it, it wasn't meant to be.
Yeah, I would. Well, if you triple skull it, I mean, you're 2-0 down anyway. It's going to be hard to get anything else. I'm really surprised about that, actually. Really surprised.
He's gonna. If he puts a foul in here now, well, I'll just cry. Because the Brab's he's got to score.
He's just got to score.
I've got a feeling he's going to try and stamp on the random blitzer, as it's called.
Yeah.
But to me, if you're going for attrition, surely you'd have re-rolled that.
Has he got the bribe left, though?
No, he's used it.
Oh, he's got to score then.
Yeah. Has to score.
Why is he doing that?
Are you serious?
Is he going to stall a bit longer?
Go on, get it in there.
Oh.
Thank God for that. He's just trying to panic us, I think. I mean, he's like, let's trigger them. Let's pretend I'm not going to score. Try and give Bernie a heart attack.
God, there's a lot of minos in the crowd. They need to get them on the pitch.
Yeah, he needs him on the pitch.
Imagine a tiny team of minos.
So, I mean, now, if Nuffle wants to be cruel now, it could give him a blitz.
Yeah.
And then like, you know, got one back.
Ooh, only one back. Right.
He only has to hold out for 3 turns though, so there is that.
Well, that's what I was thinking, and with the extra movement, and it's all his important pieces on.
Right. If I'm MML, the problem is I've got no rerolls. I'm more worried about no rerolls and having only them amount of players on the pitch. So any roll of a 1 now, I could put myself in trouble. Because personally, I would just go around down the side, screen off, try and get the quick score. Now I haven't got that reroll. I'm like, is it best to try and just stay at the back and just stall? I think that to me is a safer option now. And obviously with this lack of tackle as well, he should be able to screen off some sort. I think he's fine. 3 turns, I think he's all right.
If I'd have been Azek, I would have pushed all of those players 1 step higher. I think.
The only issue with him doing this is it does give him a nice, easy, sad option. I'd have quite happily would have just said, "Look, you want to surf on a play, surf it. I don't care. You're not coming. You're not going to get down one of these sides unless you really throw some dice at me." Someone say Techno saying, "Is the sheriff of Cloyingham in the crowd?" I Techno Hermit. Who is Techno Hermit? Reveal yourself.
Sheriff of Cloyingham is fine, very fine miner.
Yeah, he's all right. He got Apo last week.
Blitz.
Yeah, 2 sheriff.
Yeah, I wasn't sure about the Apo, but I kind of didn't want to lose him early on because he's not pro and he normally has pretty good games.
Yeah, I thought it was a good Apo, to be fair.
Good. I aim to please you, Bernie.
Yeah, I thought that'd make you feel a lot better.
I need the validation for my decisions.
You do, and I'm a good friend. Even if I didn't agree, I'd say it just for you.
Well, I get so much shit about my fouling. I need you to even it out with some other comments.
To be fair, you're fouling. That is valid. That is valid. Right, what's he gonna do here? He still hasn't told us who he is.
Kick. It's a good kick for Azek because a lot of pressure there. Does he come up and get it and go back? Does he pick it up with someone on the line? And that means there'll be 2 players at the back.
See, this is when I'm so glad I don't play elves because I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna roll a 1 here. I just know I'm gonna roll a 1 here. That's what I'll be telling myself right now.
Yeah.
God, this is.
It's gonna be an interesting last few turns, actually.
If he rolls a 1, it's certainly gonna be intense. Blitzen, yeah.
Yeah, I see. Yeah, and then pick it up.
And the good thing with that piece is it's got a nice sad step. Oh, wait, I'll have a bit of that.
Roundhouse to the face.
Yeah. So I presume he'll just scream with that piece.
I was wondering if he was going to pick it up with that piece. Yep. Oh, there are 6. Just to mock you.
So I thought that was a bit more risky.
No, I think I can see why. I can see why he did that. He looks like he's going to go. I think he's just going to hold it deep. He's not going to attempt to score another one.
Yeah, I think he's got no rerolls. But what I'm saying is, if he'd have rolled a 1 there, then he was in loads of trouble. I would have probably, me personally, I would have put that as a screen and try and pick up with the witch elf.
Yeah, I mean, you're right in the sense that he probably should have made that screen that he's made before the pickup.
Yeah.
But I mean, I should never say that to anyone because I'm awful for the order I do my things in.
But you're okay. You spectate like me, so we're amazing coaches. We're the best in the world when spectating. We're all right.
Right now, we're the best coaches in the world.
And then when we play, we're like, oh my god, we're going to get so slaughtered.
Yeah. All right, so do you just hit the kicker and then pile through that gap? Actually, I would be... Well, again, don't want to say too much, but I really don't think he's listening or would care
I don't think
anyway.
he'd listen to us anyway. I think he's too smart to listen to us.
I would be tempted to be strength 4 tagging up his owls here, and then pile through the gap. Go, you know what? You either got to dodge out or you got to one die me.
Yep.
Kind of thing, you know?
What's he gonna hit?
That strength 4 wrestle tackle guy and the other tackle guy need to be free and open and within range of that blitzer by the end of the turn.
See, to me, I would be. Oh yeah, that's a good point. I still want to eat that witch elf with my wrestle piece, but that wrestle piece needs to be up.
I mean, for me, you take out the kicker only because it's the greatest percentage of getting him down and off the field, and it's the easiest hole to create for the two beastmen to run through.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why. Why do that there with the Chaos Warrior?
I think it's trying to get some sort of cover. Maybe I don't. Well, no, I don't get that. No, I do not get why the agility 4 piece is back there. He needs to put pressure on. The time of being safe is gone, mate. It's like, let's go. Oh, okay.
I mean, he's going to go. Nope. Yep. He's going to go for the kicker. Why?
That's an interesting
way, because now he hasn't created a.
Sure.
There is going to.
Okay, I sort of get
There's
that.
a lot of from the commentators.
Yeah, I sort of get. I know what he's trying to do, so I get it.
Into 10. Yeah, okay, yeah, into 10s, yeah.
I get that.
But then backwards.
But then
and
he
he's
just blocked
off.
your. No, well, no, he hasn't. Well, how many times has he got? 3. So he's got. To me, it sounds like he's more scared of getting beat 3-1 than going for the draw.
What is this Chaos Warrior? He's
there to stop. He's there to stop the agility 5 witch elf getting behind. But then you've got all these other people who could take him out as well.
I mean, I think this is the time to be brave, not to cover. You're 2-1 down. I mean,
yes, exactly. Go for it and pray. Pray to Nuffle that he admires you.
I get leaving someone back as a sweeper just as an emergency, but I mean, you got to force Alma to roll dice because really you need him to fail something.
Yeah, it's going to go down to the last turn, obviously, but very, very, very. I don't know. I don't know.
I mean, he's got a strength 4 tackle, so tagging up with the strength 4 tackle is good. Tagging up with diving tackle is good. Tagging up with tense is good. All of that. I'm a bit surprised about what he then did down the other side.
I'm surprised by his pretty strength 4 piece. I thought he'd gone back with his side stepper. But
yeah,
but you see what
I think Alma's looking at it, just thinking he hasn't come far enough into the pitch to trouble me, because he's going to take another turn to get in position, and then he's going to have one turn if he's lucky to get hit on the ball carrier now.
I'd be dodging out with my strength 4 piece and twonking that wrestle piece, I think. And then falling back. Oh no, he's got dime tackle. He's got dime tackle.
Ah, yeah, okay.
I'll just one die instead, because that's how I roll.
But that's the thing, you see. There's only 2 guys who were even close in that pitch, and now there's only 1 guy.
He's not winning this now. He's not winning this now.
No. He's not drawing it, you mean? Because this is all.
Sorry, drawing it. Sorry, drawing it. I think I'll try and move my kicker before I did anything else. It's a 4+ dodge we built in, I guess, so you can still get it out there.
Yeah. We should say that, in fairness, Alma's a very good coach with a very good Dark Elf team, and and Azak didn't get the injury rolls he would have liked early on. Didn't remove players early. He's removed them by now, but didn't get them in the first half. Alma was able to get the ball free, put him in a strong position. It's always difficult when you're 2-0 down and you're chasing.
Yeah, it is. I mean, it is. I mean, like I said, I'm the same. I play many shocking games, especially the last one in Rebel, like I said. But I think when you like announcing a game, you try and figure out why did that thing go wrong. I think that's what we've done. We've shown why it's gone so badly. And we're now trying to say, look, if you do watch this back, this is what we think you should have done. Yeah. You don't have to agree with us, But when like I said to you earlier, when I watch a stream, I'll look at it, and if people say, "Oh, you should have done this, should have done that," I'll look at it two ways: are they right or they're wrong. If they're right, great, I'll learn from it. If they're wrong, that's usually I'll have had another way of thinking. But I always think that's the best way. Go on.
And he can't do this now, so I can say it. So I would have I'd have been brave. I would have we used the diving tackle guy to hit Fingolfin.
Mm-hmm.
An attempt to try and either get him down, get him out of the way.
Yep.
I then would have looped around the tents guy, and I would have risked the GFI to hit the witch elf, at the very least to follow up to tag both the witch elves with the tentacles.
Mm-hmm.
Which would have then freed up the strength 4 wrestle guy, tackle guy, which would have run down the field towards the ball carrier. I would have run the other tackle beastman the other way, cover the other side, so it was 2 tackle guys in range of the ball carrier. And I would have tagged up the strength 4 guy in the middle with the pylon guy and anyone else who could get there, and just gone, you know what? If you want to get behind me, it doesn't matter now.
Yeah. I mean, I again, it's like with his claw piece. Why he didn't get him close to the ball carrier, I don't know. Yeah, he's trying to do it so he doesn't have any protection for his blitzer. I get what he's trying to do. It's a high risk play, can work, but he's still got to get players in position to blitz or get the ball next turn.
Yeah, that's what worries me about it. Again, yeah, so he's doing the GFIs now. I mean, what is he going to GFI with the tackle piece right in there?
I don't even know.
He not have moved that first?
I'm not exactly sure what he's trying to blitz with here at the moment. I mean, that makes sense, I guess. But what's he blitzing? Surely he's not going to blitz a sidestepper, because that would just negate the tentacles. Right.
No, I think he's going to do it with the diving tackle guy.
Blitz. What?
No, it's not going to blitz. I think he ran out of time then for the blitz. I think he
must have done.
Now, in fairness, like there's lots of players now within range, which is a good thing. I think that was triggering me a little bit that there wasn't many players in range of the ball carrier. I like that now. There's a picker upper in range. Lots of options.
I like this.
I'd have liked to have seen both tackle guys up there.
Oh, I don't like that though. Oh no, he didn't need that, did he?
Frenzy
gets him. But now, right. So now
you're going to be hitting him without tackle now, though. See?
Yeah, and he could do that because that was a really.
And also, out of all the pieces you've got, I mean, this is me thinking with my Skaven head on. All the pieces you've got a strength 5 blitzing, wrestle tackle piece. You got a rackle piece, right? So that piece to me needs to be the one that's up there, and your block tackle piece is your backup.
Right. There's one thing he can do here. I ain't gonna say it because if he does it, he basically wins the game. I'll see what he does. Be first, Dalma.
I think you may have been beaten to it, Bernie.
It didn't work. I'm gonna see what he does with the Witch Elf first, though. In fact, the Witch Elf can't do it. So now it's trouble. What I was going to do with the Strength 4 piece, I was going to put him right next to the corner and put my elf in the corner with sidestep. So then you'd have had to have dodged to hit him. And then there's also... And that would have had guard there as well, so it would have been Strength 4. So probably best you're going to get is a 1 die.
Oh.
Ooh.
That's interesting.
This is going to go down to the wire. Really going to go down to the wire.
Well, what he has done is...
Oh, that's huge.
Yeah, that's big. Yeah, I mean... The only beastman who now realistically can get there is as a plain old block one.
Yep. And this is a thing when you don't... Like you were saying, like I was saying, when you don't get enough players down there, and then you do it at the last minute, and they're all in a bit of a clump, it's so much easier then to shield off. Because, like I said, there's he's not got many players, and he can still do a valid defense. And that just tells, I mean, why, all these players in a clump, if they was across to the left, even one of them was across to the left, this is a lot better option. And to me, it's his positioning. His positioning and his thought process of... It was too... I mean, you can say I'm wrong, but the way it read to me, trying to make it 2-2, he's more scared of losing 3-1 than going for the draw. He was too defensive. He had that case where he back... I know why I had him back, but he had Beastman what could have done that job already in position. He should have been pushed up. And if he had, he would have been right up that pitch now, and he'd have had 4 dice on the ball. Might not got it, but at least he'd have had a chance.
So he can't actually get a hit, because if you account for him, unless he does crazy dodge in between the Witch Elf, if you account even for him dodging with the Beastman through the corners of the Witch Elves, he can't get it. He hasn't got the movement.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's the only option you had, is to go through the middle of them.
Yep. And there you
Good
go.
game, Elmer.
But I mean, it's like, I think what me and NTB are trying to show, and it's not to do with Azek. I have no issue with Azek. I get on with him well, but he's just trying to show you, or trying to maybe new players who might have popped into the stream as well, is how important positioning is, how important being decisive is. Because that's basically what's cost Azek. He could have drawn this game. He could have drawn this game. There's no doubt about it. He could have drawn this game, even though he's 2-0 down. But he got things in the wrong place, and then when he needed to be brave and think, you know what, I'd rather lose 3-1 and go for the draw than doing what I did. So yeah, Alma's back in him for the playoffs. Azek, will he still? I think he's probably hanging there just.
Yeah, he's still on 9 points, only a point behind.
Oh well, so he's still all right then. We'll have a look. I'll have a look at the leaderboard.
I mean, it's Constantine it all even more now.
Yeah. Witch Elf.
There we go. Good game, coaches. Good game, both coaches. A tough one in the end.
Yeah.
I just echo what Bernie said. Just trying to look at it from an objective standpoint, be helpful to people listening, maybe. But it's a tough game. Not as much carnage as I thought.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, he only threw 35 blocks, did the Silversons, and he broke armor 17 times. So that's not bad. 4 KOs, 4 injuries. I mean, they did come late, but I still believe he could have got a draw from that game. I really do. I think.
agree with you.
I think that was that should have been a draw, but it is what it is, and there's a reason why Alma wins. And majority of the time he does the right call, and that's what most of the coaches do in a dice game. I'll just have a quick look at the where we are, because obviously that other game is going to be a big game, isn't it? But do we know when Thunden's playing?
They're playing this evening. I don't know the exact time. I know it's like
Thunden streams them anyway, doesn't he? So we'll be able to see it.
Yeah. I'm going to look at the table as well, because obviously being a
because it's
very
your
interested spectator.
Oh, good, and they've both. Oh no, wrong bloody. I was just about to say, oh look, they've both. I'm confirmed if I was in the wrong one. There we go. Let's have a look.
No, they have confirmed it now. Mine.
Excellent. Right. Okay. So let's hold on. So Pro Hooks looking good. They've got a game in hand as well.
So Pro Hooks are top on 10.
Yeah.
I'm second on 10, but the Pro Hooks got the game in hand.
Yep.
Alma's now on 9.
Yep.
Azek's on 7.
Yes.
That was it. So if Azek had won, he'd have been level with me as well.
Yep.
So.
And obviously, Thunder needs to win, doesn't he? Really. Yeah. So a draw or a loss, I suppose, for you would be good, because the way I'm looking at it, I'll be true. If I was you, I'd quite happily see the Gidley beat the Thunder, because that's one less team to worry about.
Yeah. Given that I played good already, so I can't really affect him.
Mm-hmm.
I would probably say, let Good win it, and I'll just try and consolidate second.
And then the good thing for you is the Pro Hawks play Blood of Amber next week, so that's quite a big piece is missing next week. The Dark Elves.
The only problem for me is that I play Thunden last, and I don't know if it'd be better if he's got the pressure of needing to qualify, needing to win, or if it would be worse if he's out of it and just wants to fuck me over, which is quite likely.
Yeah, I don't think he's not that type of player to try and break a team, is he?
No, not break a team, but he is the type of player to want me to not succeed.
Oh right, okay, yeah. Well, that's just you and Bezo, though, isn't it? If you'll be
Me and
in Blitz.
Thunderdon, yeah.
Yeah, you'll be like,
Well, yeah, and Bezo Blitz, yeah, same thing, yeah.
So, I don't know. I think me personally, if your team was man, I'd be like, come on there, Gadley, beat him for me, because it just makes my life a lot easier. Then I'll be cheering him on to beat Alma, and then if you could beat the Silver Suns, then well, you're almost there, mate. Easy.
Yeah,
Gadley does his bit for you. You do your bit against the Suns. Job done, isn't it?
yeah, yeah. It's all easy now. Easy.
Easy, all right, easy, no problem. No problem. You're in, mate. Congratulations on making the playoffs. Well done, son.
I mean, with half a team as well.
Yeah, you see, there you go. No problem. It's like easy. You'll win it all now. Well, good way from good way from to go out. Get the
NTB
fouling
for
right.
champ.
Just make sure you foul the right things, and we'll be all right, mate. And try and stop the ref from seeing it. But maybe don't foul first time because the refs are. If you don't foul first time, the ref might think, oh, he's not fouling this time. Then turn two, put a good booting on something.
Yeah,
See?
that might be the tactic, actually.
That's
that
all you need to do. All you need to do. Anyway, that's us done. Much appreciated for NTB. Always fun when you're in the chat with me. So
No worries,
thanks very much. Thanks to both Coach for a good show, and good luck to everybody who's playing today. And obviously good luck for the rest of the season, guys. So that's us done. Thanks again. Take care. Bye bye.